Hi guys, Chris here and you're watching Here We Are Running, and welcome back to the channel for my latest episode in my training for the Manchester Marathon. Well, it's week 7 already of this marathon training plan and we're out, but it's actually not the beginning of week 7. We're on Wednesday already. I'll tell you about what happened on Monday and Tuesday in a little while. But guys, as you can see, I'm all kitted out in my National Running Show freebies. And if you're a regular on the channel, you know I love going there and check out the video up here. But if you're not a regular and you're new to the channel, well, why not consider subscribing right now to stay up to date with all my training for the Manchester Marathon, but also lots of other running related content that we have on this channel. So I didn't film on my first 2 runs of the week on Monday and Tuesday. That's because they were both in the evening. And if you remember last week, I had an evening run. It was a really bad run. But actually this week the runs have been really good that I've done in the evening. So on Monday, I went out and did about 8K, easy pace. Oh, actually no, it wasn't, it was marathon pace. That's right. And then Tuesday, I guess you could call it, first speed session of this training block, first proper one. I was down the track where my son does athletics club in the evenings on Tuesday, and whilst he was doing that, I was running with another dad there, and we were just running loops of the track at I guess you'd call it a tempo pace for me. So after last week's down week where I had fewer runs and the long run was a lot shorter than it had been the previous weeks, really felt like the body's had a chance to recover a lot from the earlier weeks of marathon training, and this week we are right back in the thick of it. But any speed work that you hear me talk about or doing, we're still not at halfway through the training block yet, and it's really the second half of the training plan that I'm going to focus on that. But you might see me drop a couple of sessions in, like on Tuesday night, here and there now. And of course, if you're doing a marathon and you're training for a marathon at the moment, or any other key race, drop a comment below, let me know if you haven't already. If you have already, hopefully you've seen a shout out later in the episode, if you did it last week or on one of the previous episodes. But if you haven't done that yet, be sure to let me know and I'll give you a shout out in next week's episode. Okay, fast forward to Friday, out at lunchtime again, probably about 9K today. But I tell you what, this week so far I've been running too fast. I know I have been. That last run that you saw, that turned out to be faster than marathon pace. It's a bit slower than a tempo run, but still, that was meant to be an easy run. Anyway, so Paul, what are we doing today? Are we going slow or fast?
Slow.
Slow, we're going slow today. So this is definitely easy pace and making sure of that. So happy to report we have kept this nice and easy the whole run, so that's really good. And I'm going to be out running again tomorrow, probably planning to do a park run. Hey, it's Saturday, it's park run day. Just jogging down to the park run. Gonna do it, gonna make sure I do it at a fairly relaxed speed. Remember, I've been going too fast earlier this week and I need to make sure that doesn't continue leading into the weekend. And of course we've got a big long run tomorrow, so just a nice, well, it won't be easy pace at parkrun, it never is, but a steady pace and not too fast is the aim. And today it's the beginning of a new month, it's the beginning of February. But for some, yesterday might be a sad day. Yesterday marked the end of something. And they may have some uncertainty, they may not know what they're going to do now, what's going to happen. But for me, I say rejoice. I say rejoice because you did it. You completed Red January, guys. Well done if you did that. And yeah, big achievement. Well done. As we approach the end, a very controlled paced park run, multi-terrain, muddy, 27 minutes and something, so happy with that. Morning guys, it's Sunday, out on the long run again, and it's going to be quite a long run today. I'm aiming for 29 kilometers. And you know, if you're doing longer long runs, it can sometimes be a little bit hard to get motivated for it. So to help me with this long run, I've actually divided it up into two phases. Stage one, I'm going to be running on my own, and I've set off a bit later today, about 7:30 I left the house. But stage one, yeah, I'll be running on my own for about 16k, and then I'm going to meet up with Paul and we're going to run the next 10k together, and I'll have my final 3k as I run home. So hopefully by dividing this up into stages, it's going to help with my motivation throughout what will be, you know, three plus hours on the pavements. So at stage one, we're pacing it completely on heart rate. Well, when we get to stage two, we're going to introduce a little bit of marathon pace into the long run. So, question for you guys: how do you stay motivated as your long runs get longer? Drop a comment below and let me know. Okay, we're 10k into the run now, which means we've only got 6k to go on stage one, which sounds a lot better than saying there's another 19k to go for the full run. So definitely recommend, from a sort of mindset perspective, splitting the long run into stages and working on each stage at a time, just counting those miles or kilometers down. And guys, I need a little bit more help from you. I'd like some more suggestions for my long run playlist on Spotify. So if you'd like to nominate your favorite running tune of the moment, the favorite song that you enjoy listening to when you're out running, I'll go through any recommendations and probably add a couple to my long run playlist. Paul, this is your voicemail. You're supposed to answer your phone. Get out the front door, I'm almost at your house. Here he is. All right, let's go. Right, so as I said, we're going to step up the pace a little bit, not too much, but going to try and do this next 10k in or near around marathon pace, which probably 5:30 to 5:40 per kilometre. He's gone off way too quick already. Fresh legs. But yeah, off we go. Right, and as we do this next 10k, we are going to talk football. And I know you don't want to hear that, but Paul's the manager of a football team. I'm the linesman. There's a bit of controversy yesterday. So we're going to dissect that. We're going to analyse it as we run this next 10k. We'll get back to you a little bit later on. Woo! That was good. So, I think I stuck to the goal of going around marathon pace for those 10k. I'm going to cool down now as I make my way home. Heartbeat obviously went higher, quite a lot higher, during that marathon pace element of the long run today. And as a marker, that's certainly giving me something to work on to hopefully do those marathon pace phases of my long run and making them feel easier as we go through the rest of the training plan. And by sneaking an extra run into this week, this has taken me to my longest distance ever for a week of training. But of course, if you haven't built up to this sort of volume and this sort of distance for your long runs, don't worry at all. Don't copy my training runs. Just take some inspiration from them by all means, but don't copy them. Have faith in your training plan and your training block. Every runner will be different levels of experience, and I'm certainly not an experienced marathon runner with only being my third one. But I am trying to apply some lessons that I've learned from the previous two and apply them to this. I'm sure there'll be things that I do wrong during this training block that I want to change for next year. So guys, do remember, I am pacing 2 hours at the Worthing half marathon next week. I know some of you have said that you're going to be there, so do look out for me, say hello. And guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. If you have, of course, would really help if you hit that thumbs up button. Do give the video a like, and if you're new around here, well, you know what to do, hit the subscribe button. But for now guys, goodbye.